hill course, do you see any other problems that's going to give issues today?
Yep, I spent a lot of time on the hill. Course looks really good. There's some sharp edges here and there. The goal today is just, out of everybody here, just to hit everything harder than they hit it.
Well, hey, so that should be interesting. He's wanting to go faster and harder than anybody today, so he's going to be one to watch.
Oh yeah, this first course I was having so much fun. I took off. As soon as I hit that first jump, I knew my suspension was working correctly. At the bottom of the hill, I was concerned with how hard it was going to hit. When I hit it, it didn't do nothing, and that's when I knew right there, like I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about these big hard hits. I don't have to worry about anything. That gave me a ton of confidence. And coming down the hill, I came down at a medium pace, controlled, so I wanted to see how the back suspension was going to soak it up. It did very well. Coming to this corner, and I was focused on trying to get set up for the jump. I really wanted to hit this jump. I got set up, nailed it. As I was flying through the air, the jump kicked me to the side. It angled me to the right, so I ran into the trees. I was very frustrated with that, but I did get out of there and got going. Right at this point, I knew I had to give her to make up that time that slowed me down. I was real confident. I love going downhill fast, so I was going as fast as I felt I could keep it under control. Things did go good. Just the best time ever right there. Coming through the creek was pretty controlled, almost more than what I expected for controlling. And at the end of the run, I was happy. I did feel like it was still a fast run, but I didn't know until they told me the time. When they told me the time and I realized that I was in the top 5 with hitting 2 reverse, I was real happy with that and excited for the next run. This next run here on course 2, I was extremely confident, knew what I had to do, and I was going to hit this hill hard. When I hit this hill, I did nail it pretty hard. I wanted to clear that flat ledge there, and up from there, now here I was fighting with myself. I was holding that thing wide open, and I did not want to let off. Well, since the gearing change, it has a lot more torque and horsepower and wheel speed, so I could not keep that thing straight, and that landed me into a tree. Got out of there, went down at a decent pace, probably could have went faster there. Went around the corner, was excited to hit this jump. I did hit it probably anywhere between 3 and 5 miles an hour faster. When I hit it, I aimed more to the left, did the exact same thing. Almost landed in the same spot. Completely turned me sideways in the air, made me head right for the trees.
Much here. He clearly had a line in mind and hasn't been able to quite land it as smoothly as I'm sure he was hoping for.
Overall, I had a blast. I mean, just a complete blast. I was so impressed with everything. I worked so hard all week. Actually, the last 2 weeks rebuilding the transmission and rebuilding the struts, adjusting them, and for making that much progress. You're always concerned when you make suspension adjustments that things are going backwards, and that a lot of times you make an adjustment and it's not right. So I was worried about all that. I went the right way. I'm just jacked about it all. Great weekend. The start line at Hot Springs was pretty wicked. It was a loose gravel, and it was extremely hard to keep the machines going straight, especially under full throttle. A lot of people struggled with that. Jay Stortz had a rough one. I mean, he didn't get hurt, thank God, but I mean, you could just tell he's gassing it, and if you watch it in slow motion, it was pulling to the left as he was gassing it. Same thing happened to Randall Keys in the big bouncer. He went the opposite side. Funny story about him is I was on the ground out of my buggy in my fire suit and everything, and I went running up there to see if he was okay. I was truly concerned because I know he is older and he's paralyzed. So I ran up there and I run up to him and I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" First thing he says to me is, "I can't feel my legs." I had the shock that I was like, "Oh my!" And then he cracked a smile. So he really got me. I mean, it made me laugh pretty hard after the fact. That guy's got a heck of a sense of humor. And he's just having a good time too. So a lot of fun. The only thing I broke all weekend is, if you're watching this video right now, right here, my helmet blower right on the top of my helmet. It ripped off. The glue broke. So when I get home, I gotta get that glued back on. Other than that, that was the only casualty of the weekend. I'm real happy with the way I ended up. I ended up in 8th place. It's not the best finish ever, but I'll take it any day over a DNF. I pushed myself to the limit. I pushed my machine to the limit. If what I did would have worked out, I would have won by a landslide. But you never know. You never know how things are going to work out until you try them. And I like to push the envelope. So pretty confident going here forward. We're going to keep pushing and hopefully take home some firsts. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.
We'll be right back.